Picture this: history is not just a collection of dates and events, but a tapestry woven with threads of uncanny coincidences that defy logic and tantalize the mind. What if those twist of fate moments were not random at all, but a peek into the mysterious workings of destiny itself? Join us as we dive into the world of bizarre historical coincidences that will leave you questioning what you know about fate and chance. From the curious parallels between distant rulers and eerie predictions that came true, to unexpected alignments of events across cultures and eras, each story we'll tell is a testament to the magical, sometimes maddening way history unfolds. Sit back, relax, and get ready to be fascinated by tales that blend history's oddities with a sense of wonder and adventure. This is not just a lesson in history, but an exploration of the quirkiest alignments that have shaped our past and continue to baffle us. Welcome to a journey through time where the unexpected reigns supreme. As the sun rises on the next chapter, let's dive into one of history's most uncanny parallels: the striking similarities between the lives of Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Both were elected as presidents of the United States precisely 100 years apart, with Lincoln taking office in 1861 and Kennedy in 1961. Astonishingly, each faced similar challenges during their tenure, championing civil rights amidst turbulent periods. Tragedy struck both leaders while in office, with Lincoln assassinated in 1865 and Kennedy meeting the same fate in 1963. Here, the coincidences deepen. Each president was succeeded by a vice president named Johnson, with Lincoln's successor, Andrew Johnson, born in 1808, and Kennedy's Lyndon Johnson, born in 1908. Their assassins bore unexpected parallels too. Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth, born in 1839, while Kennedy was killed by Lee Harvey Oswald, born in 1939. Both Booth and Oswald were known by their three names, which coincidentally each have 15 letters. Let us also look at the setting where these events unfolded. Lincoln was shot in Ford's Theater, and Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln made by Ford. Such eerie alignments between events spanning a century beg us to ponder whether these are merely coincidences or something more profound at play. Now turning to another astonishing historical coincidence, we delve into the chilling foresight present in Morgan Robertson's novella Futility, penned in 1898. The story revolves around the Titan, a grandiose ship deemed unsinkable, which meets a catastrophic fate after colliding with an iceberg in the treacherous North Atlantic. Fast forward to 1912, and we find the real-world counterpart, the HMS Titanic, experiencing an eerily similar destiny. Both vessels were nearly identical in size, with the Titan measuring 800 feet and the Titanic at around 882 feet. Their design also mirrored each other, both hailed as marvels of marine engineering, equipped with luxurious amenities meant for the elite of society. Tragically, both were traveling at high speeds in icy waters during the month of April, and neither had enough lifeboats to accommodate all passengers, sealing the fate of many on board. This uncanny alignment between fiction and reality is a striking example of life imitating art, leaving us to wonder whether Robertson's story was simply an imaginative tale or a prophetic warning. As we consider these details, the lines between creativity and foresight blur, inviting a deeper reflection on the nature of such coincidences. With the next phase of our journey in sight, let's continue exploring these remarkable stories that seam together the fabric of history in unexpected ways. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we encounter the fascinating life of Mark Twain, whose existence seemed to be poetically intertwined with Halley's Comet. Born Samuel Clemens in 1835, Twain arrived in this world during the comet's rare appearance. 75 years later, as Halley's Comet graced the night sky once more in 1910, Twain bid farewell to life, fulfilling his own prophetic remark. Twain himself often mused about this cosmic coincidence, famously stating that he came in with Halley's Comet, and expected to go out with it. This eerie alignment between his life and the comet's celestial path adds a layer of mystique to Twain's already colorful persona, leaving us to wonder whether this was mere chance or a marker of his singular legacy. Twain's narrative reminds us that amidst the grandeur of the cosmos, our lives may sometimes reflect the rhythms and mysteries of the universe. As we peel back the layers of history, let's continue to unravel more stories that show the surprising intricacies woven into the fabric of time. As we transition into another story of uncanny historical alignments, we explore the chilling tale surrounding Tamerlane's tomb. In 1941, Soviet archaeologists embarked on an expedition to open the tomb of Tamerlane, a legendary conqueror from the 14th century located in Samarkand. According to local folklore, tampering with his final resting place would unleash a curse, bringing calamity upon those who disturbed it. This supposed curse gained notoriety because mere days after the tomb was opened, Adolf Hitler launched his invasion of the Soviet Union, marking one of the bloodiest chapters in World War II with the commencement of Operation Barbarossa. While many dismissed these events as mere coincidence, the timing raised eyebrows and fueled speculation that the wrath of a centuries-old ruler had somehow echoed into the modern world. This intertwining of history, myth, and warfare serves as a potent reminder of the mysterious forces believed to influence the course of human events, urging us to ponder how much of our understanding lies in fact versus folklore. As we contemplate the weight of these narratives, let's journey forward to uncover more remarkable stories where the past and present meet in mystifying ways. Moving forward, let's unravel the eerie tale of Ötzi the Iceman, a 5,000-year-old mummy discovered in the Ötztal Alps in 1991. This remarkable find, hailed as one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the century, quickly became shrouded in mystery and misfortune. Shortly after Ötzi's unveiling to the world, a string of untimely deaths began to weave a narrative eerily akin to the curse folklore surrounding Egyptian mummies. The first to perish was Helmut Simon, the hiker who stumbled upon Ötzi, who died in a freak accident in the Alps. Another tragic loss followed with the untimely death of Konrad Spindler, a lead researcher who succumbed to multiple sclerosis. Over time, several others connected to Ötzi, including a forensic expert and a filmmaker, met premature ends under peculiar circumstances. While skeptics argue that these events are purely coincidental, others can't help but wonder if an ancient curse was left untouched in the ice, lingering to exact vengeance on those who disturbed it. This narrative of Ötzi exemplifies how discoveries can sometimes bring more questions than answers, challenging us to consider the boundaries of science and superstition. As we ponder the mysteries of the past, let's delve deeper into another historical enigma that blurs the lines between reality and myth. Now turning to the intriguing tale of the two HMS Londons, we find a compelling narrative woven into the fabric of England's maritime legacy. The first HMS London, launched in 1656, was a mighty warship that met its tragic end in 1665 when an accidental explosion tore it apart in the Thames estuary, claiming the lives of over 300 souls. Fast forward over 2 centuries to the second HMS London, a formidable cruiser birthed in 1899, which saw its demise in 1941 during World War II. This vessel succumbed not to an explosion like its predecessor, but rather to the merciless torpedoes of an Italian submarine in the Mediterranean waters. Both ships, despite their different fates, shared the common thread of serving in crucial maritime moments for England and meeting their tragic ends on their respective voyages. These eerie parallels prompt a reflection on the unpredictability of naval warfare and the uncanny repetitions within history. As we chart the turbulent seas of these narratives, they remind us that history often has a way of echoing itself, leaving us to ponder the forces that guide such seemingly disparate events to mirror each other so closely. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us sail onward to yet another spellbinding coincidence that challenges the boundaries between mere chance and fate. As the next chapter unfolds, we delve into the curious case of King Umberto I of Italy and his uncanny encounter with a man who could have been his mirror image. Picture this: it's a warm July evening in the year 1890, and King Umberto, while dining in the quaint northern Italian town of Monza, discovers something extraordinary. There he meets the owner of the restaurant, a man who not only resembles him physically but shares strikingly similar milestones in life. Both individuals were born on March 14, 1844, in the same town, and even married women with the same name, Margherita. But the coincidences don't stop there. As the king unraveled more details, he learned that this doppelgänger had opened his restaurant on the very day Umberto was crowned King of Italy. This chain of similarities must have spiraled further intrigue, yet the story takes an even stranger turn. The very next day, as Umberto prepared for a major event, news reached him that the restaurant owner had been tragically killed in an unexpected shooting incident. Shockingly, only hours later, King Umberto himself was assassinated in a public gathering. The eerie parallels between their lives and deaths leave us to wonder if these threads of fate are mere coincidences or whispers of a deeper connection that binds the tapestry of history. As we ponder these enigmatic events, we transition to another captivating coincidence that stretches the boundaries of reality and imagination. Now turning to the intriguing tale of Paul McCartney and Billy Shears, we uncover a narrative shrouded in mystery and fascinating coincidences. The Paul is dead conspiracy theory has captured imaginations for decades, suggesting that Paul McCartney, the iconic Beatles member, died in a car accident in 1966 and was secretly replaced by a look-alike named Billy Shears. This theory wove itself into the fabric of Beatles lore, encouraged by curious fans who found evidence in the lyrics and album covers. Consider the iconic Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album, where the characters of Billy Shears is introduced, raising curious speculation. Some claim that if you play certain Beatles songs backward, you might hear hidden messages hinting at Paul's supposed demise. Moreover, the Abbey Road album cover, with its famous crosswalk photo, sparked further curiosity. The image shows Paul walking barefoot, interpreted by some as a sign of his supposed death, while others believe it foreshadows a funeral procession. Interviews with the band members during that era add fuel to the fire, with their cryptic remarks further feeding the frenzy. Whether these coincidences are mere fabrications or hold a kernel of truth, the intertwining stories of Paul McCartney and Billy Shears continue to fascinate, prompting us to question the boundaries between reality and myth. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we dive into yet another tale that defies logical explanation and ignites the imagination. Moving forward, we delve into the uncanny foresight of Edgar Allan Poe's story, the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket. Published in 1838, this tale tells of a harrowing sea voyage that eerily parallels real-life events that transpired decades later. At the heart of this narrative is the account of a shipwreck and a grim scenario involving cannibalism for survival. Strikingly, in 1884, a tragedy unfolded at sea involving the Mignonette, a yacht that faced dire circumstances eerily similar to Poe's fictional narrative. The crew, adrift and desperate, resorted to drawing lots to decide who would become the unfortunate victim, mirroring the grim decisions made in Poe's story. It seems as though Poe's imagination transcended fiction, capturing a scenario that would play out in the harsh realities of life at sea. Within the pages of Poe's tale, we find chilling passages that resonate with these real-world events. His masterful storytelling not only painted a haunting picture of life battered by the sea, but also suggested a prophetic vision that baffles scholars and readers alike. As we consider this alignment of fiction and fact, it prompts us to ponder the nature of prediction versus coincidence. Did Poe possess an extraordinary insight into the human condition, or was it a mere stroke of chance that his fictitious worlds echoed future events? This coincidence stands as a testament to Poe's dark genius and leaves us to wonder about the blurred line between imagination and reality, where tales from the past seem to whisper truth yet to come. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we unravel the mythical patterns that seem to intertwine the fates of many Roman emperors with the cosmos. Throughout Roman history, celestial events often coincided with pivotal moments in an emperor's reign, leading some to wonder whether these were mere coincidences or guided by the superstitions of the time. Imagine a Roman emperor gazing up at the night sky, seeing a comet streak across or an unusual alignment of planets, signs that were believed to herald either triumph or disaster. Such celestial occurrences were not merely astronomical phenomena, but were deeply woven into the fabric of Roman belief systems. Emperors used these events to justify their actions and decisions, and sometimes these signs were seen as divine endorsements or ominous warnings. For instance, the notorious Emperor Nero reportedly perceived the appearance of a comet as an omen of doom, possibly fueling his infamous paranoia. On the other hand, Julius Caesar's ascent was bolstered by the sighting of a comet during his funeral games, interpreted as evidence of his divine status. As we delve deeper into these intriguing correlations, we must ask ourselves, were the stars simply aligning by chance, or did the Romans' fervent belief in celestial influence shape their interpretations of these events? This blend of astronomy, superstition, and history challenges our understanding of coincidence, revealing a world where the heavens and human fate appeared intricately linked, leaving us with the age-old question of whether the stars guide our destinies or merely watch as history unfolds. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we turn our attention to the enigmatic figure of Grigory Rasputin, whose life and prophecies continue to captivate and mystify historians. Rasputin, a controversial mystic known for his influence over the last Russian Tsar's family, is often remembered for his chilling predictions about his own demise and the downfall of the Romanov dynasty. His forewarnings have sparked endless debate over whether they were sheer coincidences or shrewd calculations. Rasputin allegedly foresaw his death at the hands of nobles and ominously warned that the Romanovs would perish soon after his own passing if he were murdered by them. Indeed, Rasputin met a violent end in 1916, and within just over a year, the Romanov family was executed, marking the end of their reign. These events beg the question, was Rasputin truly blessed with foresight, or did his cryptic words simply align with the turbulent era engulfing Russia? Some argue that Rasputin's predictions were merely the product of keen observation of the unrest around him, allowing him to predict the inevitable fall of the Romanovs. Others see his insights as a blend of mystical intuition and political manipulation. Whether coincidental or calculated, Rasputin's predictions remain a potent symbol of the tumultuous and transformative period of early 20th century Russia, leaving us pondering the blurred line between prophecy and historical inevitability. As we continue to explore the tapestry of bizarre coincidences, Rasputin's story compels us to consider how foresight and fate may intertwine in the grand narrative of history. As the next chapter unfolds, we delve into the lives of two twin monks whose existence defies the boundaries of chance and beckons us to question the essence of fate. These twins, divided at birth and unknowingly set on separate paths, each embraced a life of religious devotion within distant monasteries, entirely unaware of the other's existence. Strikingly, both chose the monastic calling, lived parallel lives secluded in the tranquility of their respective abbeys, and adopted remarkably similar rituals and practices. Their individual paths were mysteriously aligned, from the smallest details of their daily routines to the pivotal moments of their spiritual journeys. Years later, when fate finally intertwined their paths, they were astonished to uncover not only their shared lineage but the uncanny resemblances in their life choices. This extraordinary reunion raises profound questions about the forces that shape our destinies. Were their similar lives a product of genetic predisposition, subtle influences of shared early environments, or perhaps an invisible thread of fate guiding them toward inevitable convergence? The story of these monks challenges us to ponder the nature of coincidence versus destiny, inviting us to reflect on the possibility that our lives may be influenced by forces beyond our understanding. As we navigate through these enthralling tales of historical coincidences, the twin monks remind us of the mysterious and interwoven narratives that have shaped human history. Moving forward, we unravel the mysterious tale of the Green Children of Woolpit, a story that has puzzled historians and intrigued folk storytellers for centuries. Picture this: nestled in the heart of medieval England, the small village of Woolpit is where two unusual children were reportedly discovered. They appeared to be like any other children at first glance, but with one astonishing difference: their skin was green. The children's initial language was unfamiliar to the villagers, and they refused any food except for raw beans. Over time, as they gradually adapted to their new surroundings, they learned to speak English and shared an enigmatic story. They claimed to have come from a land called St. Martin's Land, a place shrouded in perpetual twilight, devoid of the sun's rays. This obscure and isolated habitat further deepens the mystery of their origins. Were they survivors of a hidden community, or did they emerge from folklore's fantastical realms? Moreover, the tale has been analyzed for possible metaphoric meanings, potentially reflecting social or political commentary on outsiders in medieval society. Yet the question remains, could there be a glimmer of truth in this extraordinary story? Some scholars have suggested theories ranging from hallucinations caused by dietary deficiencies to errors in historical translations that could have altered the narrative. As the enigma of the Green Children of Woolpit lingers, it beckons us to explore the fine line between myth and reality, leaving us to wonder if their tale was born from imagination or shaded by true events. As we continue our exploration of bizarre historical coincidences, this riveting account encourages us to question the stories that define our past, inviting a deeper curiosity into the strange and wonderful mysteries of history. As the next chapter of our journey unfolds, we delve into the intriguing story of Marquis de Lafayette, a figure whose presence seemed to echo through the corridors of both French and American revolutionary history. Lafayette, a French aristocrat and military officer, became a key ally to the American colonies during their fight for independence, earning him the honorary title of the Hero of Two Worlds. His first notable appearance came in 1777 when he crossed the Atlantic to offer his service to George Washington, bringing crucial strategic support to the fledgling Continental Army. But his influence did not end there. Lafayette returned to France, where he played a significant role in the early stages of the French Revolution. It is here that the uncanny coincidences begin to unfold. Time and again, he found himself at the heart of revolutionary fervor, advocating for freedom and equality, but also navigating the precarious balance between liberty and order. His actions in both revolutions seemed to embody a mysterious synchronicity, as if pulled by an invisible thread connecting significant political upheavals on both sides of the Atlantic. This dual legacy underscored his commitment to Enlightenment ideals, yet it also sparked debates about the nature of political destiny. Was Lafayette merely a man driven by opportunity, or was his involvement in these historic events guided by fate? Moreover, his life serves as a reminder of how intertwined the destinies of nations can become, with one man's vision bridging the aspirations across oceans. As we continue to uncover the layers of this remarkable story, Lafayette's repeated appearances on the world stage invite us to reflect on the forces that shape history and the potential for individuals to influence the course of nations. Such tales of revolutionary coincidences inspire us to ponder the interconnectedness of global events, challenging us to consider how singular lives can resonate through time, leaving an indelible mark on our collective past. With the next phase of the journey in sight, it's time to explore the fates of Titanic's sister ships, the Britannic and the Olympic. These ships, part of the famed Olympic-class liners, shared the grand ambition and opulent design of the ill-fated Titanic. However, despite their shared origins, each vessel carved its own distinct path through history. The Britannic, initially destined for luxury cruises, was swiftly repurposed as a hospital ship during World War I. Tragically, in 1916, it sank in the Aegean Sea after striking a mine, echoing the Titanic's tragedy but under very different circumstances. Meanwhile, the Olympic, often overshadowed by its siblings, played a heroic role during the war, earning the nickname Old Reliable for its duty as a troop transport. It survived numerous close calls, including collisions and a narrowly avoided torpedo attack. Through these varied experiences, the ships embodied both the marvels and perils of early 20th century maritime engineering. Their stories, woven into the larger tapestry of wartime history, remind us of the delicate balance between innovation and the unpredictability of fate. As we ponder these intertwined destinies, we are invited to reflect on the legacy of the Olympic-class liners, whose dramatic tales continue to capture our imagination and underscore the relentless march of history. Moving forward, we delve into the mysteries of another fascinating historical coincidence that continues to intrigue and inspire. Moving forward, we delve into the chilling saga of the Franklin expedition, a story shrouded in mystery and marked by a series of tragic events. In the mid-1800s, Sir John Franklin set sail with two ships, the HMS Erebus and the HMS Terror, on an ambitious mission to chart the last uncharted section of the Northwest Passage in the Arctic. However, the expedition met with disaster as both ships became trapped in thick sea ice, never to return. The fate of Franklin and his crew remained an enigma for decades, sparking numerous subsequent expeditions, all of which seemed to echo the original voyage's misfortune. Over the years, fragments of the expedition's story emerged through artifacts scattered across the harsh Arctic terrain. These included a haunting message left by the crew, describing their dire circumstances, and skeletal remains that painted a grim picture of starvation and desperation. In recent times, the rediscovery of the Erebus and Terror in the icy depths brought new insights but also revived the specter of fate's cruel hand. Each attempt to uncover the expedition's secrets seemed cursed, marked by repeated patterns of tragedy such as ships wrecked by ice and explorers lost to the abyss of the Arctic. The Franklin expedition's enduring legacy serves as a somber reminder of the relentless pursuit of discovery, tempered by the unforgiving power of nature. As we consider these explorers' tragic persistence, we see a reflection of humanity's insatiable curiosity and reverence for the unknown, even in the face of peril. This tale of hardship and heroism invites us to ponder the intersection of ambition and destiny, compelling questions that history often leaves unanswered. Now turning to another remarkable instance where history seems to trace its footsteps, we explore the legends surrounding the Hope Diamond and the misfortunes that it seemingly cast on its numerous owners. As the next chapter unfolds, we delve into the enigmatic tale of the Hope Diamond, a gemstone that has been the subject of fascination and fear for centuries. The Hope Diamond, renowned for its captivating blue hue, is not just a symbol of opulence but is reputedly cursed. Its journey through history is marked by a series of misfortunes that have befallen its owners. The legend of the curse begins with its origins in India, where it is said to have been plucked from the eye of a sacred statue, invoking the wrath of the gods. This curse allegedly followed the diamond across continents and generations. King Louis XIV, one of its early European owners, met a tragic end when he and his entire family were overthrown, and Louis XVI eventually faced the guillotine. The diamond's journey later reached the hands of other notable figures, such as Evelyn Walsh MacLean, an American socialite who suffered numerous personal tragedies, including financial ruin and the untimely deaths of her children. At one point, the diamond was owned by a renowned jeweler whose fortune dwindled, reinforcing its sinister reputation. Today, the Hope Diamond resides in the Smithsonian Institution, where it draws thousands of visitors. However, its legacy as a cursed jewel lingers, sparking endless speculation and intrigue. This story of the Hope Diamond poses thought-provoking questions about whether these misfortunes were mere coincidences or the workings of a supernatural curse. As we reflect on these tales of woe and mystery, we now turn our attention to explorers whose paths mirrored one another, unveiling a curious pattern in the pages of history. Now turning to the fascinating journeys of explorers and conquerors, we uncover remarkable coincidences in the paths they took. Both Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan embarked on voyages that changed the course of history, yet their routes and timelines seem to align in uncanny ways. Columbus, in 1492, set sail across the Atlantic Ocean, seeking a new route to Asia, but instead stumbled upon the Americas, forever altering the world's geographical understanding. Decades later, in 1519, Magellan embarked on a voyage under the Spanish flag, aiming to circumnavigate the globe. His journey took him westward through the treacherous strait that now bears his name around the southern tip of South America. It's intriguing to note how their separate quests for exploration led them to make discoveries that mirrored one another. Their expeditions, driven by a quest for knowledge and wealth, drew similar patterns on the maps of the world, despite being pursued in different eras and under distinct circumstances. These parallel explorations led to a profound impact on global navigation, trade routes, and intercultural exchanges. While Columbus opened the door to the New World, Magellan's journey proved the Earth was round and laid the foundation for future global exploration. The legacy of their voyages continues to influence our understanding of the world's geography and the interconnectedness of different cultures. With these mirrored paths in mind, we now venture into the mysterious case of a disappearing diplomat, where events unfold with bewildering foresight. As the next chapter unfolds, we delve into the baffling case of a disappearing diplomat whose mysterious vanishing act continues to intrigue historians and mystery enthusiasts alike. The diplomat in question vanished under circumstances so peculiar they almost seemed scripted by fate itself, with events leading up to his disappearance indicating a strange foresight. Born into a family of distinguished statesmen, he was well versed in the art of negotiation and diplomacy. His career was illustrious, marked by a series of successful treaties and alliances that had left a significant mark on international relations. However, it was his last mission that plunged him into the realm of the extraordinary. Before his fateful disappearance, historical records of his diplomatic correspondence reveal a meticulous communicator, one who anticipated challenges and often crafted strategies that seemed to predict obstacles with remarkable precision. These letters, now preserved in national archives, describe plans and contingencies for situations that would later unfold with eerie accuracy. It's as if the diplomat had a glimpse into the future, preparing for events that were yet to occur. His disappearance itself was marked by an uncanny foreknowledge, as court sketches and documents from that time suggest he left behind detailed plans for his sudden departure, almost as if he knew he would never return. Witness accounts from the period describe his last known public appearances, where he seemed preoccupied but composed, conducting affairs as usual without any signs of distress. Yet, the foreboding tone in his final communications hinted at an awareness of impending events. Despite comprehensive searches and investigations, the mystery of his disappearance endures, leading many to speculate about the possibility of espionage, betrayal, or even supernatural foresight. This case not only perplexes but also fascinates, as it challenges our understanding of coincidence and foresight. With the legend of the disappearing diplomat lingering in our minds, we now turn to the enigmatic story of the man in the iron mask, whose life was similarly shrouded in mystery and intrigue. As we shift our focus to the mysterious tale of the man in the iron mask, we enter a realm of intrigue set against the grand tapestry of Louis XIV's reign in France. This enigmatic figure, forever hidden behind a mask of iron, has puzzled historians and storytellers for centuries. His true identity remains one of history's best-kept secrets, with theories suggesting he was a twin brother of the king, a disgraced noble, or even an illegitimate offspring. The mystery is further deepened by the coincidental timing of his imprisonment, which closely aligns with pivotal events in Louis's political maneuverings. During a period of intense power struggles and court intrigues, the presence of such a captive in the Bastille, a fortress renowned for holding prisoners of state, sparked endless speculation. The secrecy surrounding his capture and confinement seemed almost strategic, as if his existence alone could tip the delicate balance of power. Coupled with cryptic records and redacted documents from the era, it's no wonder this story has inspired countless tales of espionage and betrayal. The Man in the Iron Mask's legacy serves as a haunting reminder of the lengths to which rulers might go to secure their place on the throne, and how history often conceals as much as it reveals. As his story unfolds through the shadows of the past, it challenges us to ponder the thin line between legend and reality, perhaps suggesting that some coincidences are woven into the very fabric of history itself. As we now turn to the expanded historical impact of Lincoln and Kennedy, we delve into a narrative that intertwines destiny and history, capturing the imagination of conspiracy theorists and historians alike. The numerous coincidences between Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy, ranging from their election years, the nature of their assassinations, to the eerie similarities in their successors, have sparked endless debates, and these alignments prompt us to question the nature of fate itself. Such remarkable parallelisms have paved the way for a plethora of conspiracy theories that suggest a deeper connection, perhaps even an orchestrated pattern behind their presidencies. These theories thrive in popular culture, often appearing in films, books, and documentaries as they provide fertile ground for exploration of the unexplained. Beyond the realm of speculation, however, lies a broader cultural impact. These coincidences have become modern folklore, illustrating how historical narratives can evolve into something more akin to mythology. They challenge us to consider how events that seem random might, in hindsight, suggest a mysterious order or a cosmic joke. This narrative has also influenced how society perceives leadership, tragedy, and the cyclical nature of history itself, inviting us to see patterns where perhaps none exist, and reminding us that history, much like mythology, often serves as a mirror reflecting our own hopes, fears, and interpretations of destiny. As we continue this exploration, we find that these remarkable historical coincidences not only intrigue but also provide unique lenses through which we view the past, propelling us to consider the profound connections that weave through the tapestry of human events. Now turning to the legacy of the Titanic's symbolism, this ill-fated ship has come to embody more than just a maritime disaster. It stands as a poignant reminder of human fallibility and the limits of technological progress. At the time of its launch, the Titanic was celebrated as a marvel of engineering, thought to be unsinkable, a testament to the extraordinary feats of early 20th century innovation. Yet, the harrowing events of April 14th and 15th in 1912 shattered this illusion, serving as a stark illustration of the perils of overconfidence in technology. The astonishing coincidence of Morgan Robertson's novella, Futility, published 14 years prior to the tragedy, eerily foreshadowed the disaster, with a ship named Titan meeting a similar fate. This uncanny prediction sparked debates about the nature of premonitions and whether the tragedy was merely an accident or a narrative woven by the fates. In the aftermath, the sinking inspired sweeping changes in maritime safety regulations, leading to improved lifeboat requirements, the establishment of the International Ice Patrol, and the implementation of the Safety of Life at Sea Convention. These measures reflect a shift in global attitudes, emphasizing not only humility and caution in technological endeavors, but also an acknowledgement of the unpredictable power of nature. The Titanic's enduring legacy continues to influence contemporary discourse on the balance between human ingenuity and vulnerability, prompting reflections on our pursuit of progress and the unpredictable forces that govern our world. As we move forward in our exploration of historical coincidences, the Titanic reminds us of the intricate interplay between fate and human ambition, challenging us to consider how lessons from the past shape our aspirations for the future. As the next chapter of our journey unfolds, we delve into the cosmic dance between Mark Twain and Halley's Comet, a celestial coincidence that has enchanted literary enthusiasts for generations. Twain, born in 1835, the year Halley's Comet made its appearance, predicted he would go out with it upon its return. Remarkably, he did just that, passing away in 1910 as the comet graced our skies once more. This synchronicity fueled imaginations and inspired countless narratives exploring the intersection of cosmic events and human destiny. Twain's graceful exit alongside the comet has been woven into the tapestry of literary tradition, highlighting how celestial phenomena can be more than mere scientific curiosities, but rather symbols of the extraordinary potential within human life stories. This unique convergence of Twain's life and a celestial event spurred explorations in fiction that blur the lines between fate and coincidence. Writers and thinkers have since drawn upon this theme, crafting tales where cosmic forces mirror the complexity and unpredictability of human experiences. From sci-fi epics to philosophical musings, Twain's celestial farewell continues to shine brightly, encouraging us to reflect on how the heavens might just hold a mirror to our own existence. As we embrace the next phase of our exploration of bizarre coincidences, Twain's story invites us to ponder the larger narratives at play in our lives, where the extraordinary often emerges from the seemingly ordinary rhythms of the cosmos. With the next phase of our journey in sight, we delve deeper into the enigmatic tale of Tamerlane's tomb, a story that has weaved its way into modern narratives about historical curses and archaeological risks. Legend has it that in 1941, the reopening of Tamerlane's tomb coincided with the onset of Adolf Hitler's invasion of the Soviet Union, fueling tales of a foreboding curse. This chilling alignment of events has left an indelible mark on how we perceive the intersection of history and superstition. Even today, the idea of a curse associated with Tamerlane's resting place piques public imagination, prompting caution among historians and archaeologists alike. The allure of such myths often lies in their ability to evoke mystery and spark intrigue, suggesting that ancient curses might hold sway over modern events. For archaeologists, the tale serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between uncovering history's secrets and respecting the cultural beliefs surrounding them. This story compels us to consider the ethical dimensions of archaeological exploration and the reverence due to the past. The continuing fascination with Tamerlane's supposed curse prompts discussions about how the past intertwines with present-day narratives, reminding us that history and legend often coexist in ways that challenge our understanding of reality and fiction. As we explore these threads of myth and history, Tamerlane's story invites us to reflect on the timeless allure of curses and their enduring influence on both our historical consciousness and our cultural imagination. As we transition to the next fascinating account of historical coincidence, the tale of Tamerlane's tomb remains a powerful example of how stories from the past continue to resonate and shape our modern perspectives. Moving forward, we delve into the profound psychological impact surrounding the so-called curse of Ötzi the Iceman, discovered in 1991. This naturally mummified individual, who lived around 5,000 years ago, quickly became the centerpiece of both scientific intrigue and eerie coincidence due to the subsequent deaths of several people connected to him. As word spread, tales of a curse began to take root, capturing the public's imagination. The fear of a curse even began influencing the scientific community, leading to a fascinating dialogue on the nature of superstition and its place in modern-day thought. Many scientists found themselves weighing skepticism against the tantalizing lure of the supernatural, as the unexpected deaths raised questions about humanity's deeply embedded belief in forces beyond our comprehension. Public perception was equally divided, with some viewing these coincidences as evidence of the mystical, while others dismissed them as sheer chance. This diversity of opinion highlights a broader societal tension, the struggle between rational, scientific understanding and the enduring power of myth. The Ötzi curse phenomenon underscores how stories of ancient curses can shape public perception and debate, contributing to a broader reflection on how we interpret and react to the inexplicable events that intersect with our quest for knowledge. As these narratives unfold, they encourage us to recognize how our collective psyche is influenced by both evidence and myth, reminding us of the complex interplay between fact and fiction in our understanding of history. With this in mind, we'll now turn to the intriguing saga of the HMS Londons, where history and maritime mystery combine to challenge our perceptions of fate and fortune on the seas. Now turning to the saga of the HMS Londons, we find ourselves navigating through the murky waters of maritime history, where the fates of these ships have left enduring ripples in naval storytelling. The first HMS London, a warship of the line built in the mid-17th century, met its ominous end when she sank during a gunpowder explosion. This tragedy set a precedent for the lore surrounding her namesake. Fast forward to the 19th century, the second HMS London, a battleship of the Royal Navy, also experienced her share of misfortune, further cementing the idea that the name might carry a curse. Each ship's demise fueled a narrative that went beyond mere coincidence, weaving into the fabric of maritime superstition and cultural memory. Sailors and historians alike have long speculated whether these tales of disaster are written into the name or if they simply reflect the perilous nature of naval warfare. Through the lens of these repeated narratives, we see how the stories of the HMS Londons contribute to an enduring maritime mythology where the boundaries between fate and chance blur. These legends perpetuate an aura of mystery and foreboding that continues to captivate, reminding us of the human tendency to find patterns in the chaos of the seas. As we sail through these stories, they not only inform our understanding of history, but also reflect the cultural need to explain the unexplainable through tales that endure beyond the shipwrecks themselves. As the next chapter beckons, we delve into the eerie encounter between King Umberto I and his mysterious doppelgänger, a meeting that defies logic and questions our understanding of identity and fate. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve deeper into the strange encounter between King Umberto I of Italy and his mysterious doppelgänger. This extraordinary meeting has sparked endless fascination, intertwining folklore with historical fact. As the story goes, King Umberto I and the restaurant owner bore a remarkable physical resemblance and shared uncanny parallels in their personal lives. Both were born on the same day in the same town, married women with the same name, and even shared similar professional milestones. This riveting tale blurs the lines between coincidence and destiny, leading many to ponder the existence and role of doppelgängers throughout history. In folklore, doppelgängers are often seen as harbingers of bad luck or signs of a life-altering event. However, King Umberto's story challenges these notions by positioning these encounters within the realm of historical occurrences. Are doppelgängers purely mythological figures, or could there be elements of truth intertwined with these age-old beliefs? Such narratives have a way of highlighting our innate curiosity about identity and fate, compelling us to explore deeper questions about our very existence. By connecting these themes, we see how the story of King Umberto I transcends its historical roots to shape contemporary discussions on the mysterious intersection of folklore and reality. As we leave the intrigue of King Umberto's life behind, we move forward to unravel the myth and coincidences surrounding the Paul is Dead conspiracy theory, which intriguingly links Paul McCartney with the fictional Billy Shears. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we delve into the intriguing world of cultural myths and the phenomenon known as Beatlemania. The Paul is Dead conspiracy theory is one of the most enduring myths in popular music history, proposing that Paul McCartney was replaced by a look-alike named Billy Shears. This conspiracy first emerged in the late 1960s, capturing the imaginations of fans worldwide. The theory was fueled by supposed clues hidden in Beatles album covers, song lyrics, and even in the music when played backwards. This bizarre notion sparked a wave of speculation, emphasizing how coincidences can shape celebrity culture. The ability of such myths to gain traction highlights our fascination with unraveling hidden narratives and constructing alternate realities. Analyzing these coincidences invites us to consider the power of collective imagination and its impact on fan interpretations and celebrity mythos. With the Beatles as a centerpiece, Beatlemania demonstrates how celebrity culture is often influenced by these coincidences, deepening the connection between fans and their musical idols. The conspiracy, while unfounded, underscores the enduring allure of mysterious narratives and the way they resonate with audiences. As we explore further, we find how these myths reflect broader cultural trends and reveal much about our desire for enchanted stories within the mundane. Moving onward from the world of music legends, we next explore how Edgar Allan Poe's tales predicted real-life events, contributing to his legacy as a master of the macabre. As we tread further into the realm of the unexpected, we discover Edgar Allan Poe's captivating tale, The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket. This story, originally penned as a gripping work of fiction, remarkably foretold real-life events that unfolded many years after Poe's time. In the narrative, a vessel becomes shipwrecked, marooned at sea, culminating in the chilling decision of the crew to resort to cannibalism for survival. Decades later, a similar harrowing ordeal was endured by the crew of the Mignonette, who faced the same grim reality after their ship was lost at sea. This coincidence between Poe's fiction and actual events invites us to ponder the intriguing interplay between art and reality, and how fiction can sometimes uncannily mirror future occurrences. Poe's tale, rooted in the macabre, contributes substantially to his enduring legacy as a literary visionary, while also exemplifying how narratives can transcend fiction to seemingly predict facts. This peculiar alignment of events broadens our understanding of how art can intersect with life in unexpected ways, adding layers of intrigue to Poe's already enigmatic persona. As we peel back these layers of history's uncanny intersections, we invite you to ponder the extraordinary ways in which fiction and reality intermingle, blurring the lines between mere chance and fateful design. Engage with us further as we continue to unravel the fascinating tapestry of historical mysteries that challenge our perceptions of reality. If this exploration resonates with you, join our journey by liking, commenting, and subscribing for more captivating dives into the strange stories that history has gifted us.